Righto, so let's get moving. So today we're going to take a look at sort of hot linking, or more how to look after your attributes and stuff when you're hot linking, because it's one of those things that when we've got bigger and bigger projects with many files, hot linking into the big one and lots of different people working on with different files, it's easy to get confused and do something wrong, and then cause problems for probably a BIM manager who'll get angry when he finds out. So just going to sort of just go through the process of just working with a hotlink module and importing it into the parent module, and just the things to look out for and how to bring the attributes that you want into the file that you're working with, so that it's all going to work fine. So basically what I've got here is this file that we've been sort of playing around with for a while now, and that is set up on our Office attributes. So if we go into here, our layers and everything other, our layers and everything. Oh no, sorry, this one's not that. This one's just a standard basic ArchiCAD template. So this is just the standard ArchiCAD zones straight out of the box. Layers, sorry, and materials and fills and everything. And then this file over here, which is going to be my hotlink file, you'll see has elements that are from our template. So these are all our Talo 2000 layers and composites that we've been using on one of our projects. Now, just say we are going to create a quick little bit of furniture and stuff to put in this room here. So if we just chuck a few objects down to start with. My library's loaded. Hold on a second. Libraries. It's finished, that's why. Is that the right spelling for table? No. P-O. Yeah. And we will be looking for one of these layers here, I guess. So let's put a table there. Stephen. We've got a desk chair. What should I be searching for here? A desk, like one of these chairs. Oh, here we go. Oh, tallness to the toilet. Looks off the ground as well. Right, so what I'll do is I'll just start with that for now, and we'll save as. I just go on the desktop. Layout. And now, if I was just to, because it's a separate file, it's a separate template, and everything like that. So now, if I go File, Import, Place Hotlink, and I place that. So the first thing to remember is the master layer of any hotlinks that we bring in, because the master layer is the thing that controls whether you can turn it all off and on at once. So it still operates, the hotlink will still operate on a layer by layer basis for everything within the hotlink. But you've also then, if you put it on a separate master layer, you have the ability to switch that whole hotlink off.
Is it possible to find what the master layer of a hotlink is after it's placed?
Yes, we'll show you. So, okay, so I'll put this for now on this just model unit module. You can go place hotlink. Wait for it to do its magic. Okay, so it's brought our hotlink into the file. Everything looks fine. We click on here, and it tells us that it's on the like a intercalated layer, which was not actually a layer that was in our master file originally. So because if we go into our master file, or in this file here, Attribute Manager. This had all these other strange ArchiCAD layers. And then you'll notice there that it's created a layer here called 1331 Aikyo Kinto Step. And then if we go back to the Hotlinked module, if we go and look at the same thing, it's a 1331. So it's taken all the layers that we've created in our module, that one there, and then it's actually just placed it in the first free spot. So these numbers here are actually sort of what dictates how the layers all work, and all the attributes work actually. It's a little thing that it works in the background, and you can only really see it when you come into this attribute manager screen and manage them from there. So what we want to do is we should want to put that furniture on another layer. So we should have, what have we got here? Let's say we wanted to put it on this 52 interior equipment layer. So what we need to do now is find a way of duplicating these attributes in the other file. So, for instance, here, if it's just the layers that we're worrying about, we come down here to the layer, and then we push it across to this other side here. So this is the attributes that are alive in this file, and this is a sort of like a holding space where we can create an AAT file that we can then move back and forward between projects. So we want to move that across, and the thing that we want to keep is this number, 52. So we click it across here by index, and so it moves it across here and it says we've got interior equipment on 52. So we can do that to as many layers, materials, pens, fills, composites, whatever we need. And then go save as. And if we go just back to the desktop, and we'll call it name, and we'll save it as an AAT file. Go OK. And then if we come back to our Hotlinked file, oops, can open that up. And what we can do is then we'll go here and we'll, so again, we'll go back up through our options, element attributes, and come down to the attribute manager. Open that up, click open down here, and then look for the file that we want. So I've created this BIM Jedi 0410, click OK, open, and then it brings in this layer number 52 for interior equipment, but you'll find there's also a 52 on here. So if now we move that by index, it's then moved it across to our file, and it's replaced number 52 that was already there. So if we go OK, and it brings up the screen down here, so it's asking us now if we want to actually do that. So you click modify, and now if we come down here, grab those elements, and now this is all arranged alphabetically. So what was that layer called? No, it was this one here, interior equipment. So if we put them on the interior equipment layer now, and save, and then come back here. So at the moment they're on 1331. So now if we go File, External Content, Hotlink Module Manager, and Update because it's been modified, OK. Something down here. There we go. And now you'll see that those elements are on the correct layer. So you would then want to go back into here, element attributes, and either into layer settings and get rid of that layer that we didn't want, or we could do it through the element attribute manager, and if you do it through this way, we can delete, just in case you've missed changing some elements or picking them up, you can choose to delete the elements and then tell it if there's anything still on that layer, you want to move it to interior furniture. No, it was interior equipment we had it. Hit move, and then OK. So it'll delete that layer, look for anything that's on that layer, and then move it to the right layer. So that's sort of the things you need to keep a lookout for with the attributes. And it's always a good idea when you've got the master file that you're working with, is to go in there and create like a master attributes manager. So open up the file, come in here and work through, select all, chuck them across the other side by index, all your layer combinations, pins, colors I've already gone, lines, fills, composites, materials, and even zones, and that's as far as you really need to bother coming. And then click Save As, and you can call that one do a master and save. And then you've got that sitting there for whenever you create a new hotlink or another file that you're going to link up to your master file working on that project, so that you can then quickly go into the new file, attributes manager, and bring all of those attributes in as a whole. So if we go now, open, what do I call it, BIM Jedi Master. So now you'll see that this screen here fills up with everything. So if we go select all and then push it across here by index, it will push anything that's new into here. So you'll notice too that we've had numbers here that were like missing on this ArchiCAD template. So it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then it starts replacing again from 12. So anything that's like in a missing number will remain, but at least you're going to get all of the actual attributes across. And a good practice, I guess, to start with is actually just to select all that's in the file and delete them all, and then come across here, select all, and move it by index. Oh, no, it didn't work. Select all, delete. So leave out that ArchiCAD layer. So that's pushed all those layers now across. So this file matches our other file layer-wise. And so you can do that with all your materials as well. And it's good practice to do with materials especially, and composites and the surface, because that's why you look through a file sometimes and you'll see that there's paint 01 brackets 1, paint 01 brackets 2, brackets 3, and that's because they've been brought in from another file and the number doesn't match, but the name still comes through. So then you've got all these things that are the same color, but they're on different color codes basically. Now to show you how to actually find your master layer. So now that we've got that there, we can go to our module and file, external content, and Hotlink selection settings. So open that up, and that brings up basically that screen that came up as we imported the module. So you can tell from there what its master layout is. So, and then you can change that as well. So it's easy enough once it's in there. It's not the end of the world to have put it on the wrong layer, as long as you can find the hotlink again and come back and you can fix it. So yeah, that's just the basic procedure for dealing with hotlinks and their attributes. Hope you haven't got any questions. All right, cool. I will see you again next week.